The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. We are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll work this one out to the 28. Christian Harris on the stop.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Has it downfield working the left. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Buying some time right. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Oh, boy. 18. What's up? Mike, Tony.
They go play action with Stroud. And this one is launched downfield. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Stroud off of play action. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go. Buggy. Hey.
Throw here, third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Catch is made down the
Oh
right
my
sideline.
God, dude.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense marching it downfield on their opening drive. Here's a 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. He's going to bring this down to their 35. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, Stroud. He rolls to his right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, right.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. He cuts outside. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Now we get to that good old-fashioned situational football. In my eyes, Kate, all over this defense. How can you now respond after giving up such a long run?
Here we go.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, right.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long it might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Pushing the tight end over. Here's Brown to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy Puts everything he has under this one. Had the window to
How is that
go
not
deep,
PI?
just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
And that one hits the deck.
That's
No fear
fucking
from them.
PI,
Trying to go deep
dude.
on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Mitch Wishnowski on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 27 on the play. And it will be a first down, Texans.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Under. 118. What's up? Why, Tony?
Now it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
I don't need to rush anything.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And someone slipped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans at a considerable return on the interception.
Get the
They're going to
fuck
take over
out of
inside the
here.
red zone. They're at the 15-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the first quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 21-zip already. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again.
Literally throw the fucking ball, dude.
And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing second and 23. Man in motion out of the slot. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line. So flip the field, folks. It's first and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Throwing this one back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Caught, nice gain left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. They will continue to do so.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Off the option. Here's Brown. The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down. Mendoza, the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. McCarthy throwing on third down. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Snap it to McCarthy. No
He's
good.
not
The
keeping
pass
up,
goes
dude.
incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
His heave isn't going to be answered. That's
pick.
incomplete
I
as
have
an
a pick.
exciting look ends our first quarter. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 21-0 our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they are on it short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're able to bring him down. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They gained 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
The Texans take over first and 10. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
We speed left, speed left. 118, what's that?
This is Gibbs on second down. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Buggy. Look the hot. Love it.
On third and long, it's Stroud. Headed out right. Caught. This is Noel.
He's gonna need some fucking people, dude.
Nice gain there as he's down by contact.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey! 19 Texans. Hey! Hey, south.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Robert. All right. 118, what's that?
On play action, here's Stroud. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
South. 19 Texans.
Here he goes, third and long. Escapes the pocket.
Oh my God, dude.
On a deep shot. Nicely done. stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. And he's stopped out of the 16 after a small gain. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Texans in front here at NRG. All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Another one for Gibbs. And he is well clear of that marker.
Guys, send up middle fucking
bullets.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final 1. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
All right. 18.
Now try Gibbs again. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Gibbs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21.
Texans 28, Ravens 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Rolling out to his left. And he's going to find this one deep down the near sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. McCarthy looking to throw. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing for the end zone. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Getting out to his left. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. The Ravens look like they got it back, and they did! First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Now it's McCarthy. He's going deep this time. And he's got it in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game. Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
And he gets it forward. It's still about a yard out of that. Tackled there by Mike Green.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Under. 18. Outside. 19 Texans.
Throwing is Stroud. On the move, headed right. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Look the hot. Oh, bro. Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
3rd down run by Gibbs. He cuts it right. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Throwing on first. It's McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. On play action now. McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays. Be creative. Try different things because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's looking deep once again. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. McCarthy to throw for it. Vacates quickly left side. And he's going to fire this one deep down the near sideline. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Throwing the out route complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look so easy.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. One right down the middle. And the Texans grow their lead yet again.
42, Ravens 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Buying some time left. On the run, deep down the left side. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off. Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And we put everything he's got behind it. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens shrinking the lead. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. As you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
All right.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here's a toss left. Gibbs. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. On now comes their punter. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 25. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Space on the right, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
I gotta believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy taking a shot deep here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, kid, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's trying to go deep again. And they pick him off again. And the Texans get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Stroud off of play action. Headed out right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Stroud off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to try another deep one here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. He's got it near the 10. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans stretch their lead on the final play of the third. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. A fifth rushing score for him as he moves one away from the NFL record. That one splits the uprights. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. And they'll continue adding to their lead. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Pass play on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Well, I think the defense coaches, the coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up. Man, he loves to dish out a big hit.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. They're going play action. Cox, this is Knoll. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Under. Swap. Another swap. Why Tony?
A give left side for Gibbs. No one's around him. He's got space. Here he goes again. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tack on 7 more to their lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's looking deep once again. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Kind of like with the hoops team, when they start missing free throws, everybody starts missing them. Feels that way with his quarterback right now. The one interception is leading to another, and eventually you just feel like every time the ball leaves his hands, it's danger.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw here, third down. He's loaded another one up. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. He's trying to go deep again. And he sails that one over the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's going to be second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He finds Bateman on the slant. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
Well, hey, credit to them, not giving up. Some nice little success here. They convert, they add the 2 points, but not going to do much for them as far as win-loss is concerned today.
Nope, train has already left the station in this one, but they've got a shot. If the league invented a 5-point, I don't know, maybe a 10-point play, Kate?
I would love that. We've seen that, right, in like all-star games, maybe a money ball late in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, maybe the Pro Bowl. How about we figure that out in the Pro Bowl first?
Okay, sounds good. Winds up and chucks this deep right. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
McCarthy throwing on third down. And they get to him again. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Taking a deep shot here. And they pick him up again. Kamari Lessiter with the pick.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
1st down, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
At the 42-yard line.
Oh, there's...
On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. There he goes again! And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Texans throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. New set of downs for them from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Trying to push deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy... call for our officials. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. It is cut left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship.